Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap and also welcome to the government scheme session. In these sessions, we cover all the schemes that are important from your examination point of view. And how do we say so? So see, if any scheme has been recently launched or was in use for past 1 year, that becomes very important from your examination point of view. And at the end of every session, I ask you to suggest me some scheme which you want me to cover, and one such scheme which one of our student in YouTube has suggested, it is PM MITRA scheme. So this is what we are going to cover today, clear all the confusions and all the doubt that you have regarding the scheme. But before starting the session, we have a small surprise for all the aspirants who are preparing for regulatory bodies. So we have come up with one-stop solution guide to all your queries, in which whatever query do you have regarding the organization you want to prepare for or how to join that organization, everything has been cleared in a very comprehensive manner. For example, if we take for the RBI manager post, if you want to join it, before that you would like to know about the organization, right? So everything about RBI, about its role, how it functions, and about its hierarchy, everything has been mentioned. And also when you join the RBI as its RBI manager, then what are the duties that you would have to fulfill, everything is mentioned. After that, for the section that how to join the organization has also been explained in a very comprehensive manner, in which starting from the eligibility, so what should be your qualification in graduation, or what should be the minimum percentage that you should have, what are the previous trends of cutoffs that are being followed, which will determine the competitiveness of the examination. And apart from that, what is the syllabus of examination? So all the subjects with their proper detailed syllabus, and in fact the resources that you can prefer for preparing, everything has been mentioned in this book. So I would suggest you not to waste the opportunity to get this guidebook. The link of it is in the description box below. And not only for RBI but for NABARD as well as SEBI, we have similar guidebooks, and you can also the link of these books you can find in the description box below. Now let's start with today's session, and today we are talking about PM MITRA, which in itself it has a full form. So here M, it stands for mega. Mega means big, right? I stands for integrated. Integrated means mix of more than one thing. So that is the integration that we are talking about. T stands for textile. Okay, so textile is basically the clothing industry that we are talking about. Then we have region, that it's easier to understand, and apparel. Apparel again, it means clothes that are being made. So here we are talking about PM MITRA, where see basic idea behind the vision of this scheme, the objective of this scheme is that India, it has a lot of potential in textile industry. It offers a lot of after agriculture, our employment generates from this industry only, both skilled and unskilled. Now what happened, but in India, that for example different sectors are there in textile industry. So one sector is situated in one state, for example spinning of maybe cotton fiber or something, whatever example of cloth that you want to take. So that is established in one state, and then from spinning, if weaving has to be done, that would be established somewhere else, maybe in far off in the similar state only, or maybe in some other state. And from that they have to again ship the fiber to some factory that is being established in some other state, or maybe far off in that particular state only, right? So this is a very time consuming process just to make the apparels, and also a lot of money is wasted in the transportation. So that is why what the aim behind this is that a mega park will be set up, one big park will be there, in which all the sectors that are associated from in the textile industry only, all will be present there only, right? So in this way the process of making apparel, that will be it will speeden up, and also more and more clothes will be made. And here the aim of the government, it is also to make such brands in India which are internationally desirable. So with this aim, the government, they came up with PM MITRA scheme, and in this session we will understand all the basic details that you need to know. So see, the launcher of this scheme is 2021, and ministry, it is quite easy to guess, it is your Ministry of Textiles that will take care of everything that comes under this particular initiative. Now, what is the aim of this scheme? So here, see, the aim is to create world-class industrial infrastructure. When we are talking about making Indian brands famous, how can we do so? First, we should have good infrastructure, and we are just not talking about making infrastructure. We are talking about making world-class infrastructure in India of textile industry, so that we can get we can make the best products. Then that would attract cutting edge technology and boost FDI and local investment in the sector. So we are talking about technology over here. When we have world class infrastructure, we'll have better technologies, and that will boost our FDI, our foreign investment, and also the local investment in this particular sector. Talking about objective, to develop integrated large scale. So we have already talked about integrated, right? Various sectors that are involved in industry, in this industry, they all will be present in same place. They all will be integrated, and modern industrial infrastructure facilities for the entire value chain of the textile industry. Okay, so here, along with the integration, we are saying that for all the sector of the textile industry, all should have proper infrastructure. So what is the budget allocated for that? So the budget that is being allocated, since it has been launched till 27-28, it is rupees 4,445 crore, and this even include rupees 30 crore that will be there for the administration purpose. Okay, so it is included in this 4,445 crore only. Next, what is the vision? So there is a vision of our Prime Minister, and because of which they thought of making these mega parks. And what is this vision? Now let's understand. So the scheme is inspired by 5F vision of Prime Minister. So there are 5 steps, and in all steps, F word, it starts with F word, and that is what is 5F vision of Prime Minister. Now let's understand what is the vision. So see, the most common example of any cloth will take that of cotton. Okay, so that will be easier to understand. So first you have to get cotton to make apparel, right? So first of all, we have the first F is farm. From farm you will have the raw material to make the textile. Now once you have harvested this cotton now has matured, and now you are harvesting it. Now what will happen of that? From that, fiber will be made, right? So the next F is your fiber. Once the fiber is made, now it has to send where for further process? To the factory, right? So factory, it is your next F. Now can you guess the next F? What will made in this from this factory? Clothes will be made, right? So the next F is fashion. So fashion is your 4th step, in which we are talking about making good clothes of good quality or good style, so that at international market it will be sent. So after fashion, it is for international recognition. We are saying about export, we are saying about foreign. So these are the 5 F's to make India a global market for textile industry, starting from farm till foreign. So we have farm, fiber, factory, fashion, foreign. I hope by this approach you are able to retain all the 5 F's that are present in this. Now let's see about the key features. So the first one is, see, 7 PM MITRA parks will be set up. So we are talking about, we have said that okay, parks will be made, but for now government has said, central government has said, okay, we will establish 7 PM parks for now. Okay, at greenfield or brownfield site. Now what does it mean? Greenfield means such area from where there were no industries before. So for the first time, whenever an industry set up, it is known as a greenfield. So it can happen in a new site also, or brownfield sites. What does it mean? That area, in an area, some of the textile industries are there. So what can be done? That particular area can be developed. Other sectors can be integrated in that area only, right? So that will become your brownfield sites, and the sites will be selected by a challenge board. Because see, central government is saying that we will establish only 7 mega parks for now. But then how will they select the states, right? So for that, a challenge mode is there. So they have asked the state government. First of all, they have said only those government should apply who have 1,000 acre land free to them, okay, and at immediate basis if they want to set up parks over there. And this 1,000 acre land, that should be dispute free. So that is the one condition. But the challenge mode, it says that the state government will send their proposal, that what can be the model that can be there, and what are the additional facilities that the state government can provide to for the MITRA parks. Okay, so on that basis this will be done. Next is now, once the state has been selected and the place has been selected, after that what will happen? So after that what will happen, the state and the central government jointly, they will form a company, a special purpose vehicle. This is what this means. Basically they will make a company, okay, that will, because there should be an entity, right, that will take care of all the development that is taking place, okay. So that that will invest in that area, that will take care of how things going on there. So for that they'll set up a special purpose vehicle. Now this special purpose vehicle only, not only this will focus on making these parks, but it in association with the private company will perform the function. What does it mean? That just keep it like this, that government along with the private players will take care of PM मित्रा parks. अब government की side से हमने देख लिया है कि वो एक company बनाएंगे, right? They'll form a company, a special purpose vehicle, and then along with that a private company, then they would come together and they would work for this PM MITRA, okay? So that is a public-private partnership, and these private companies that we are talking about, those will be called master developers. And what will they do? They will not only develop the, so not only they would focus on developing the park, but also after that, once they are developed, they will also take care of the maintenance during the concession period. Means whenever till their tender they have, till then not only they'll just make the infrastructure, but they will after that also keep maintaining them. Next key feature is each MITRA park will have incubation center. As we talked about that, various entities will be involved, various sectors will be involved. So in that particular 1000-acre area, we are talking about incubation centers also, where the design will be formed, where new companies startup that can start, that they can form to maybe design new products, right, or to start something new, something innovative in textile industry. Common processing house will be there, a common effluent treatment plant will be there, other textile related facilities. So whatever textile facility are there, everything should be present in each MITRA park. And for monitoring also, there is one agency that will be set up. So that model player, the private player that we looked at, the developer would be a separate thing, and to check that everything it is going well or not, so there is a project monitor that will be there, that is a project management agency, okay. So it ministry will appoint it and will act as a technical support arm by providing secretarial, managerial and implementation support to Ministry of Textile for effective implementation of the scheme. So this will take care of the monitoring. Now talking about incentives, okay. So this was about establishment, that how the government is trying to integrate all the sectors, but why will any company would want to establish in that particular area? So there are some incentives that will be given for that as well. First of all is competitiveness incentive support. Under this, the government will provide a fund of how much? Of rupees 300 crore for investors setting up of production facility to incentivize manufacturing units. So 300 crore will be for the manufacturing units incentive that will be given. But do mind that if they are already taking benefit under PLI textile scheme, that is a product link incentive scheme, right, for in the textile sector, then they are not eligible for this. But if they have not availed that benefit, they can have incentive if they are making some production manufacturing unit, okay. So for that 300 crore is there. For greenfield park developers, so they have said no, one is greenfield and one is brownfield. So for the greenfield park developers, center will provide 30% of the capital support, okay. So whatever be the total amount that will be invested for the greenfield project, out of that 30% will be given by the government, and there is of the project cost by the SVP that will be set up by the center and the state government with a cap of rupees 500 crore, okay. So here is a cap also, 30% up to 500 crore only. Next is for the brownfield site developers, those sites where already some industries are there, but we need to improve those parks. So in such case, what is the incentive that is given by the government? That is 30% of the capital support of the project, same, but here the cap is rupees 200 crore, because already that is in progress, that is a brown field site. So that is why here the amount it is cap, it is lesser than the greenfield site. Apart from that, developer will get a 25-year lease of the park. Okay, so this is also important because the developer will be developing the new sites in those in that park. They'll have 25-year lease of the park, and it can be further extended to another 25 years. And investor who set up the anchor plants that employ at least 100 people, some such kind of plants, big plants where at least 100 people are employed, it gives generation to 100 people at least. In such cases, incentive up to 10 crore every year will be given for next 3 years. Okay, so what the basic idea is, along with developing the textile industry, employment generation should also be there, and that is why incentive for such anchor projects, plants where at least 100 people they get employment, in that also incentive will be given for up to 10 crore every year for next 3 years. So I hope that is clear till now. Now let's just talk about the release of funds, and this is the last portion. So first tranche, now how the government they will pay money. Okay, so first 50 crore it will be released only after mobilization of 50 crore by the master developer. We are talking about the private company over here. So government will release 50 crore only after first the master developer has mobilized his share of 50 crore and utilization of minimum 25 crore. So that 50 crore that is mobilized by the private company, out of that at least 25 crore should have been utilized, and then only center government, sorry, not center government, but yes, the company that is owned by both center and state, that will release its first 50 crore for the development of some part of core support infrastructure. And here we are talking about this 50 crore should be utilized for at least some part of the core support infrastructure. Then after that, after this step, what would happen for the further release will be made after utilization of 75% of earlier mobilized resources. Once that is done, after that the next release will be done, and that would, of course, that would depend on the monitoring agency report. Next is separate account shall be kept for the funds released by Government of India, that is your company that will be set up SVP, and funds mobilized by master developer. So separate accounts will be there for the funding that they will do, and will subject to audit, and audit will be done by the Controller and Auditor General of India, CAG, okay, and any other agency nominated by ministry. It could be either CAG or any ministry, any agency that will be nominated by Ministry of Textile. Okay, so that is all in this particular scheme. I hope it is pretty much clear what is it and how it is going to function and why is it important. Now you have a small homework question. It says the Ministry of Textile it is headed by. Okay, so it's a quite simple question, yet some can get confused. And another question that I'm giving right now, can you recall all the 5 P's that we have studied? So if yes, you can also comment it down. That is for your quick revision also. So about the 5P and answer of this I want in the comment section. So if you like the video, you can subscribe to a YouTube channel, and you can also join a Telegram channel to get the PDF of this lecture. So that is all in this video. If you have any doubt, any query, you can always write in the comment section. If you want me to cover some scheme, if you want to suggest some of it, the suggestions are always welcome. And that is all in this lecture. In the next video, we are going to cover some other topics. Until then, until we meet again, all the very best for your examination.